What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards Sports Card episode. As always, I'm Nathan Holloway, and with me, Jared Josh.
What's up? So, we're just going to jump right on into it. I know you don't have any pickups or anything. I don't either. We got some releases. We got 2024 Topps Museum Baseball. Came out today. Pretty expensive. 2023 Donald's Optic Football comes out today.
Oh, it comes out Friday.
First
First off the line was yesterday.
Then August 2nd, which is I guess Friday, is 2023-24 Mosaic Basketball and the 2024 Panini Prism Draft Picks Football. If they don't get pushed back, because Panini usually does that. So that's as of now.
Why would they release Optic and Prism Draft Picks on the same day? They already know nobody's going to buy Prism Draft.
Yep.
That's just even worse. I just want to know who's going to be in the auto set.
Yeah. That's when you're going to find out who's going to be in the actual main set, too.
Who's checklist? No one Panini? Probably not.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw Bryce Harper's 101 bat knob.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool.
They were trying to get his cleats from a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Topps was.
The Fanatics Fest exclusive Topps Chrome cards look pretty cool. They have the skyline of New York in it. They call it the Big Apple. We find them. Still kind of cool. Definitely probably gonna buy one to all of you. This is gonna be cool looking.
There is no checklist for Prism Draft Picks. But there are two autos. You can get Michael Penix Jr. and J.J. McCarthy. And J.J. McCarthy did one of his with a little smiley face.
So they do have J.J. at least. Hopefully it's not the only one they have. I know they don't have Jake May.
They also have a dual color blast of Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers, which is stupid because neither one of them got selected because Arch Manning can't. Pretty sure Quinn Ewers couldn't either.
I think he said he wanted to go back.
Hey, but the on-campus they put on there is Jordan Travis.
It's my dude. It's my guy. He's going to be the best QB in the class.
Not even going to be close.
Watch it.
Okay. You want to bet right now?
I'm going long shot because I don't care about football QBs. I really could care less about the football market. It sucks. It's the worst sports cards in the hobby. Worst market. In my opinion. It sucks. I'll never buy football to try and flip QBs. Because there's usually one QB that's decent and the rest suck after 2 years. The only exception is 2020. That's it. And most times the big name guy just sucks after 3 seasons, Lawrence. But, so.
That whole class.
Yeah. And then Mac Jones. And I hate football. So. I think everybody already knows that if you've listened for quite a while. So, not much news. Just kind of what we talked about. We do have one big piece of news that has been just absolutely huge. Everyone's talked about it. It's pretty relevant for Pokemon too. The CT scanner that you can scan packs and boxes of cards. This has blown up a lot of things about how possibly these big time breakers are getting these big time cards, and this is how they're doing it. But yeah, how do you feel? Like, do you think this is gonna? How do you think this is gonna affect the hobbies in general?
Who cares? If they want to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a CT scan.
Well, you can pay to have a scan now. It's like $75.
Cool.
Which, if you think about it, you buy Flawless, you have the money, you want to get a scan, and you get the best one out of the case and sell the other ones. But what this is most prevalent for is Pokemon, I think. I think this is going to absolutely kill the vintage pack market of Pokemon. And there's a lot of people saying that it's going to kind of haunt the hobby a lot in the Pokemon side. I don't think sports you got to worry about. I know I don't have to because I'm not buying Flawless and those high-end products like that. But this is basically going to make you're going to have to trust. It's going to be a lot more trust in buying wax from people now. especially the high-end stuff. You should have never bought single packs ever anyways, but this definitely takes that out of consideration. I would not be buying single packs. It's kind of the same thing with Pokemon. Like, I think this is more of a bigger deal in the Pokemon and TCG area, in my opinion, because you can weigh packs for, like, in Pokemon stuff to see if it's got a holo and the vintage stuff, and now they can literally tell what card is in that pack. So, first edition base set packs and stuff like that is pretty much, I wouldn't buy it to open any of it. I would probably stay away from it. I think it's going to just completely kill the whole single pack market. I don't think you have to worry about this with the new stuff because it's not worth for the new stuff to do it. But definitely vintage packs and stuff like that. It's going to be definitely going to make you want to think secondly on buying a single pack from either eBay or card shows and stuff like that. But if you're going to buy one, make sure you buy it from someone you have a reputable you trust. But you don't know where they got that pack from. So maybe they got it from someone that's already CT scanned it and, they don't know. But definitely, I think it's going to haunt some of the market and those mixed feelings. If you are a person that thinks this is, like, okay, you're probably a scammer and a piece of crap. And, I mean, there was this one YouTuber, I'm not going to say his name because, I'm not going to put words, but he said it was kind of cool. Yeah, it's you're using a medical device that should be used to help people survive
to try and make money
on cardboard. You know how much of a low life you are if you're trying this? I'm sorry. If the person that is doing this is listening to this, you're a piece of shit. I'm just saying. Like, you're a fat pile of dookie, and you should be weird. Like, you're just a horrible human being. Because who would think of this? And people, like, it took so long to do this because no one thought this was actually a thing. But, some guy just got a CT scan and was like, scratched his ass and was like, what if I could put a Pokemon pack in here? And I can see what's in it. And holy crap, it does. And, now he's like, I'm going to make a business out of it. So if you like opening first edition base set packs and you like that and have the kind of money, I wouldn't do it now. But this also brings up the point of, was this used quite a while before and we're just now hearing about it because all these big breakers, are crying about it. And then, like, Pokemon YouTubers, a lot of them don't put in the bad packs. They cut those out and only put the good packs in the YouTube videos. And I know a lot of people, like, you don't know him, but Leonhardt, maybe you know him, I don't know. He always does the, expensive pack openings, like base sets and, stuff like that. And he always posts the ones that are good. Makes you wonder, was he using this now? The CT scan packs? I don't know. Not gonna put words in his mouth, just a question. But I do think this is not a good thing for the TCG hobby. I mean, definitely if you're buying the high-end sports cards, which if you're doing that, you probably don't care if you get scammed because you got enough money. Because if you're buying flaws for yourself, well, then good for you, and you got too much money. You should give some to me. I'll give some to him, man. He needs it. He's almost on the streets begging for money in St. Louis. Yeah. But that's the CT scandal. You don't have anything else you want to say about it. Besides, who cares?
You basically touched on him.
No, I called the guy doing as a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he is, right? Oh, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dookie. So, you got some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it now. The time is now.
With the new Optic Football release.
Oh, CT scandal for CJ Stroud, Downtown Gold. Gold Vinyl 101.
We're going to start off with not the biggest news that has happened, but a guy that I saw on Twitter. I've actually started watching a little bit of his videos, basically because he's a Packers fan. If you want to check him out, his YouTube is Acme Packs.
Yeah,
which,
follow him, yeah.
He opened up, first off the line, Optic Football Box. You get 2 autos in it,
Yeah.
because one of them you get the extra the purple star.
They're loaded.
They are. He pulled a ton of low-numbered stuff, but one of his autos was a Sky Moore rookie auto. Sky Moore was a rookie 2 years ago. He did not sign because they were redemptions. But if you're Panini, why are you putting them in this year's product? Especially Sky Moore that nobody wants because he has not been good.
Yeah. So
what about other redemptions?
Yeah.
So you're just putting them in here?
Unless they're expired. If they're expired, then I can see it. But
it's still to put it in a 2023 product when he's a 2022 player. It's stupid.
But I think what they should have did was put them in a box. What they should do, and I think this is a great idea. It's like playoff honors. It's a box that has it's a throw all at it. It's just a bunch of buybacks and redemption cards that never got fulfilled. Make a product like that.
Do with what Topps does
the
with
exchange
archives.
Boxes. Or the exchange boxes.
Yeah. The exchange boxes.
Yeah, they will. That might be the best thing to come out of the National. Spawn sucked.
The Leafs packs were good.
Yeah, Leaf is always good.
The Topps ones were okay. I've heard the Panini ones.
The football ones sucked.
The Panini ones were terrible.
Yeah.
Besides the dude that we follow.
That's a sick card.
He deserves it too.
Yeah.
Because all he does is open retail.
That's why I
Oh, yeah.
I don't pull anything. But, yeah. What was you saying?
Sky.
Yeah, so do a product like that where it's just a bunch of redemptions. It's kind of, I don't know, call it like Panini with backlogs. I don't know.
But the real question is, are we going to see this in Panini products?
I hope not.
Or they're just going to fill in your autos from this year. So, you're looking for somebody from this year. You're looking for Anthony Richardson or somebody, and you pull a Sky Moore.
I think they might be doing it because they know they're losing license and they got to get rid of them. That might be why they're doing it. Who knows? Maybe if I buy WWE Prism, I get an Anthony Rich, a redemption auto of something. I'll take it. It's been a good name. Some of the WWE autos trash. Buy 2 boxes of that. If it's a good price for Cabo, which probably is.
Buy 0 boxes. Other news for Optic, it releases Friday, but Breakers already have it.
Yeah.
There have now been at least 8 Breakers that have pulled 24 or more downtowns in one case. Backyard Breaks pulled 25 in their case. The Hobby House Florida pulled 25 in their case. Whoever this is, Season Sports Cards 25. We the Hobby pulled 24. Elite Rips 25. 238 Cards 25. City Breaks 25, and Lil Pullman 55. Apparently he's done multiple cases, and he is over 100 downtowns already.
Is this supposed to be SP? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Clearly it's. So, for all the people that have been looking for downtowns, you now know where they are.
Yeah.
They're in these juice cases. And for all the people that have been saying, oh yeah, it's Backyard Breaks, clearly it's not.
I wonder if that
7 other.
I wonder if they don't have the laser parallel on them, do they? In Hobby, like retail does.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe that's why there's less in retails because they're all in that, but they can't make that mistake unless the laser was not. So, maybe it's correlation issues, and some cases might not have a single downtown. There's supposed to be 1 per case. I think it's 1 to 2 per case. They're kind of
Not 24 or more.
Yeah, that's 2 a box because they're 12-box cases. That's 2 in a box, unless some boxes have multiple.
The fact that this product was pushed back 3 months because it was supposed to come out before retail did, and retail's been out for over 3 months now.
Yeah.
The fact that Panini couldn't fix this.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to see whenever it releases Friday and more people break it or open it to see how many cases just don't have downtowns and how many more are going to have 20 or more.
I'm going to be honest. I personally think that because I think downtowns are the most transacted because people think the rail and everything. They're not. These things are on every time I watch a retail
They used to be rare.
Every time I watch a video of retail people living, they pull downtown. Every time I see someone open a hobby, they pull downtown. These things ain't real anymore.
They used to be in 2019, 2020, but then ever since
the craze.
21, 22, especially 22, and now at 23, it's just so easy to find, and you can't even name them as case hits anymore. And this is going to absolutely kill prices.
I think it would tank the market. So if you're one of those people that just kind of holds downtowns, sorry about your luck. Unless this is just an anomaly and there's still the same amount that they usually make, but there's some cases get all of them in some.
The only downtowns that you're going to want to hold are the numbered ones.
Yeah.
The blacks, the black
vinyls.
Pandoras, the golds, and the gold.
Yeah. Which I think it's cool that they're finally doing that. I think all downtowns should have that. At least it's not the ugly kaboom green. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to tank the... I don't know if it's going to raise the price of the cases because of the chance of having a hot case.
I mean, the boxes are already, they're coming out at $800 box, which is stupid for one.
Yeah. And they might go up if, this is actually a thing. But who knows? You ain't going to see me buying it because...
You won't see me buying it either.
So,
I wouldn't spend $300 on an Optic box this year.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. That's all you can get in it is Anthony Richardson. Everybody else, you're not making your money back.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you pull a Bijan, you're not making your money back.
Jamil Gibbs, Puka, people like that. But, I mean, if you get a CJ, you're basically CJ Stroud color chasing. That's all you're really doing. But that's another reason why I just don't do football. It sucks. Just another poke at it, Kick of odds down. Yeah. So you have other things?
Go ahead and do buy, sell, hold.
I thought you had one.
Do your buy, sell, hold, then I'll do mine.
Alright, fine. We'll do it quick. Jack Flaherty.
Sell.
Yeah, sell it now. Jazz.
Sell.
Yeah, sell. That's the best time. Miguel Vargas.
Buy and hold. Wait for him to actually get some games.
I'm going to say hold.
If anybody wants to buy, I have a SGC 10 of the Lava.
Aqualava
on my eBay that has not been sold. I think I have it up for $15 right now. Somebody go buy it. Please. I finally sold the Oscar Colas Radiating Rookie today. $20. I've had somebody bid on it 3 straight weeks and not purchase it.
Same guy?
No, different because I block them every time.
Oh, okay.
You cannot... With me actually opening up the regular eBay store and just people asking to cancel on... I had a guy ask me to... He purchased it. He bought it because you have to. You want to buy it now.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
It was a $1 card. An hour later, he's like, it was an Isaac Paredes, silver rookie from Chrome for $1. Right after he got traded. An hour later, he messaged me because I wasn't home. He messaged me and he's like, "Oh, is there any way you could cancel this?" It's $1. $1 and $1.25 for shipping. Why? That makes it... I hate eBay so much, but check out the new shop. It has almost 1,500 cards on it. By the end of the year, it should have probably almost 5,000. Because that's all I do on my free. That's all I've done this week because, it ain't like my new job is making me work. I would say something about them, but I don't want to get fired. It's not like anybody listening to this podcast. So yeah, we're going to go on. If you do, thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with us. Especially him. He's annoying. We all know this. And for me, I can get annoying whenever I go on rants. Which is...
Every episode.
Not every... Have I gone on a rant today? I kind of just...
You did.
I didn't last week. Or the week before that. So, a different buy, sell, hold. This is going to be players, since the NFL kicks off tomorrow or today whenever you're listening to this for the preseason. And I want to do this before the preseason because, I don't want some of these players to get hurt and be like, yeah, go and buy him while he's hurt. Because, why would you want to do that? So, before the preseason starts tomorrow, Bears-Texans, you're going to see some backups playing. It's going to be Davis Mills versus Tyson Bagent. Neither one of them, unfortunately, made these lists. I'm going to go through every team. We're starting in the NFC. 3 players. Well, most of them have 3. Some have 4. Some have 2 because their teams are just that trash. First off is the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to give you players that you can buy that are cheaper. I'm not going to go with the Packers and say, yes, go buy Jordan Love's 1-of-1 logo man from NT. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'm not even going to tell you to buy any Jordan. I'm not even going to tell you to buy a Jordan Love Prism rookie because they're stupidly expensive. Packers, I'm going with Jaden Reed. I'm going with 3 wide receivers. Jaden Reed, who was their best receiver last year. Dontavion Wicks, who was an underrated guy, and he's dirt cheap. And Christian Watson. For the Bears, I have Rome Odunze. I think he's going to be one of the best. I am including rookies in this, so whenever their cards actually come out, don't be buying any of their Prism draft picks. Wait until Donruss.
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing that comes out before that in their actual jerseys. So skip score, skip Prism draft picks. Be smart. Just be smart. For the Bears, Rome Odunze, I think he's going to be one of the best, if not the best, rookie wide receiver this season. Keenan Allen, just because I think the Bears are going to have a very good year. They're going to have a lot of attention because of Caleb Williams. Keenan Allen is finally going to get the attention he deserves. He's going to be one of their starting 3 wide receivers, and he is criminally underrated in the hobby. He's been one of the best receivers in the league his whole career. The other one is another wide receiver, DJ Moore. He just signed the extension. He is their best receiver. For the Lions, I have 2 because I was not going to put Jared Goff or Amon-Ra St. Brown. I went with Sam Laporta because even though Sam Laporta is somewhat expensive, he has a good chance of becoming one of the best tight ends ever. And then another guy is Jameson Williams. He has not played a lot. Of course, he was suspended for gambling last season for the first 9 games. Played okay after coming back, but Jameson Williams, he's cheap, and he's going to be a very good player in the future. For the Vikings, I have Jordan Addison. Everybody knew I was going to put this. Jordan Addison is their second best receiver. He will eventually be their best. Still saying that. J.J. McCarthy, I'm going with both their QBs. J.J. McCarthy, because I don't know how long it will take for him. I don't think you're not going to see him be as expensive as some of the others, like Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams in this class. The other guy is Sam Darnold. Say Sam Darnold starts off hot first few weeks. You can make some easy money off of that. Maybe he stays hot. They don't want to rush J.J. McCarthy. Plays the whole year, and the Vikings end up making the playoffs. Make some good money off of Sam Darnold. This is the best situation Sam Darnold's been in. Because he's actually a starter, and it's not for the New York Jets. For the Eagles, I have Devontae Smith, just because good receiver. Jalen Hurts, his prices are very cheap right now because he had a terrible season last year. Go pick up some Jalen Hurts. And another guy is Kenny Pickett. Maybe Jalen Hurts gets injured. Kenny Pickett is dirt cheap. Maybe he comes in, leads the. We've seen it before. Seen it with Nick Foles. Maybe leads the Eagles to some playoff wins, something like that. Maybe revitalizes his career with a better team and a better situation. Not going that far. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott. I'm putting Dak Prescott just because he's relatively cheap. Despite being a Cowboy, he is a Cowboy. Cowboys sell. And who knows, he may be on a different team next year. I believe Dak's going to have an MVP type year because he is playing for a new contract. The Cowboys still aren't going to do much, but yeah, Dak. CeeDee Lamb, just because CeeDee Lamb, if he actually plays, is one of the best receivers in the league. And the other guy is Trey Lance. Trey Lance has been absolutely horrific in training camp. Apparently, he's been missing easy throws. Guess what? He's their quarterback of the future if they don't extend Dak. So, which they won't because they're not smart enough to do. For the Commanders, I put 2 guys just because the Commanders, they don't have a lot of good pieces. I could say like Austin Eckler, somebody like that. I don't trust Austin Eckler anymore because he's fell off a little bit. I put another running back, Brian Robinson Jr. He came out of nowhere a couple of years ago. He's been great And then, of course, Jaden Daniels. I know he's going to be more expensive QB, but he's going to be the best quarterback out of this draft class. For the Giants, my God, this was so hard. Malik Neighbors, he's going to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. Skill-wise, it won't be stat-wise because Daniel Jones doesn't know how to throw a ball. The other guy is Drew Lock. Drew Lock could beat out Daniel Jones in the preseason. Apparently, he's been playing a lot better. Drew Lock's going to be the starter on this team eventually this season. So, and his stuff is unbelievably cheap. For the Panthers, easy buy is Bryce Young. Bryce Young is dirt cheap because he had one bad year. The Panthers, there was a reason they were the worst team in the league. It's not just because of Bryce Young. He had no help. They have no receivers. They have no offensive line. They have no defense. They have nothing besides Bryce Young and Chuba Hubbard, who is also on this list. He's turned into one of the best young running backs in the league. And also Xavier Legette, who is their rookie. He has been unbelievable in training camp. He was great in college. He's going to be Bryce Young's number one option. For the Falcons, I have Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, and Drake London because you know why? They're all somewhat cheap, and they're all going to be much better with a competent quarterback at the helm in Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins knows how to throw to them instead of the opposing team, unlike this one. For the Saints, I have Chris Olave. That's really the only guy I would be buying. Derek Carr, if you think the Saints are going to make a run, don't plan on the Saints making a run, because they may be the worst team in this division, because their roster is terrible right now. I don't know if you've looked at their roster. It's bad. Really bad. For the Bucs, I put Rachaad White and Mike Evans, just because Rachaad White turned into one of the better young running backs last year, and Mike Evans is a first ballot Hall of Famer in the future and gets absolutely no credit. For the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, easy right there if Brandon Ayuk plays. Another guy is Ricky Pearsall. He was their first-round pick. He's a wide receiver. He's been very good in training camp, and is going to be one of their top receivers next season, especially Brandon Ayuk ends up holding out where they trade him. For the Rams, Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams, two young players. If you want to throw in another Stetson Bennett, Stetson Bennett's got his life really figured out now. He had some time last year where he had to step away from football. He could be their quarterback of the future. Of course, they also got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Stetson was good in college.
Stetson was the best quarterback in college. So, out of all these, Puka, the main guy, if you don't want to do a running back. Kyron Williams was amazing last year. I believe he led the league in touchdowns. He had a very good year. For the Cardinals, this is tough, just because Marvin Harrison Jr.
may not have Collins.
Yeah, if he does, he's going to be one of the best receivers in the league. Also, I'd take a fly on one of their QBs because I don't think Kyler Murray's going to last as their starter through the rest of the year. So you either have Desmond Ridder or Clayton Tune. More than likely, go to Clayton Tune because Clayton Tune was actually good. Desmond Ridder loves throwing to the other team. For the Seahawks, easy number one is Sam Howell. This was the most underrated move of the offseason. He is their quarterback of the future. He was amazing last year for the Commanders, besides the interception woes, but he could go out and throw for 5 touchdowns in a game. The next game he could throw 10 interceptions. If he can actually, he's actually on a good team now with the Seahawks. He's going to be their clear QB of the future after Geno retires or leaves. Another guy is Jackson Smith-Njigba. He had a down first year. I believe he takes a huge step this season. For the Bengals, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, two guys playing for a new contract. And Jamar Chase, if he plays, because he's holding out right now. For the Browns, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore. Two receivers that have really fell under the radar. Jerry Jeudy was very expensive back in the day. Never really panned out with Denver just because Denver was trash. The Browns are much better. If you want to take a fly on a QB, they got Jameis. I'm not going to say buy Jameis. Dorian Thompson-Robinson possibly could be their QB of the future. I wouldn't spend a lot on him because I don't believe in him, but some people do. For the Steelers, the easy picks are Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Either one of them. They're both, especially Justin Fields, is dirt cheap. Russell Wilson is dirt cheap compared to what he was back in the day. And, of course, also George Pickens, because he's one of the best receivers in the league. For the Ravens, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Zay Flowers, mainly, he's been one of the better players. Had some off-the-field problems in the offseason. Another guy is Derrick Henry. I know Derrick Henry's somewhat expensive already. You haven't seen Derrick Henry on a team this good.
Yeah.
He may set the rushing record this season. As long as they get the ball out of Lamar's hands and Lamar doesn't become the running back. Hey, Derrick Henry has been known to throw passes. Just flip them. Derrick Henry can be the QB. Lamar can be the running back.
Trick play.
The Bills, Dalton Kincaid. The Bills are so... God, their offense is so bad. And I went all offense because why would you be buying defense? Because defense doesn't. So, unfortunately.
Micah does.
Dalton Kincaid. He's one of the best young tight ends in the game. Keon Coleman's going to be a great rookie for them. He'll probably be the wide receiver 1. And then James Cook, who is a reliable backfield option. He's already better than his brother. It doesn't take much. Yeah. For the Jets, I went with Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, just because Garrett Wilson, great wide receiver. Breece Hall has turned into one of the best running backs in the league. 2 underrated guys is Braylon Allen. Breece Hall has had injuries in the past. Braylon Allen should be their backup. Of course, I'll pick up some Braylon Allen stuff just because Wisconsin. And then another guy is your guy, Jordan Travis.
Yeah.
Although I hated putting him on here. The Dolphins, Jalen Waddle, Devon A-Chain. Don't go out and buy Tua. Please don't go out and buy Tua. Don't buy Tyreek either. It's just not smart.
Jalen Waddle's, I think, is the best one. He's good.
For the Patriots, the first option is Drake May. I don't think Drake May is going to be as expensive as some people think that he's going to be, because right now he's the backup. Drake May has an opportunity to be the best quarterback in this draft. I think he'll end up being the second best behind Jaden Daniels. He's going to be a very good QB. He has a unbelievable arm. He has a Josh Allen type arm coming in like Josh Allen did, but he has a lot better accuracy. Yeah. 3 other guys was Ramondre Stevenson. He had a down year last year. He's still a very good running back. Jalen Polk, who's a rookie wide receiver, he's very good. And then KJ Osborne, who has always been underrated, basically because he was playing the second fiddle to Justin Jefferson. Yeah. So now has a chance to become their number 1 wide receiver. The Colts, I put Josh Downs, Michael Pittman Jr. Both of them are cheap, especially Michael Pittman for how good he is. It's very cheap. And then another guy is Adonai Mitchell. I said in the sports episode that he was one of the best, most underrated draft picks. Adonai Mitchell is going to be very good, the rookie wide receiver out of Texas. For the Titans, Will Levis, just because he's cheaper. He's not extremely cheap, but he's cheaper.
He was cheaper.
Yeah. Will Levis, he proved at the end of last season he is their quarterback of the future. And also Treylon Burks, who is going to be their star wide receiver besides, of course, they added Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins, which I will talk about next week for the Titans, whenever I grade the Titans offseason. For the Jaguars, Mac Jones. Mac Jones he's been very good in training camp. I don't see where he takes over the starting spot from Trevor Lawrence. Trevor has had some injury woes in his career. Maybe Mac Jones comes in, plays better, gets traded to a team that needs him. I just think he needed out of New England.
I think he's bad atmosphere.
Yeah. Brian Thomas Jr., he's a rookie wide receiver. He's very good. And then Travis Etienne, just because whenever he's healthy, just rarely, one of the best wide receiver or running backs. Hell, he can play wide receiver. He's basically a wide receiver as a running back.
That's my dude.
Texans, 3 wide receivers: Tank Dell, Nico Collins, John Mechie the third. John Mechie the third.
The whole team, the whole damn team is good.
Yeah, it is. Go out and buy CJ Stroud.
Honestly, fuck, you might have to.
Thank you.
Will Anderson.
For the Chiefs, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, despite his off-the-field issues, multiple. And Xavier Worthy. I think Xavier Worthy is going to be one of the better wide receivers coming in. Of course, he set the record for 40-yard dash speed. He is going to be their new Tyreek Hill, but possibly better. For the Broncos, Marvin Mims is a clear number 1. He's the only guy I would be buying on this team. I'm a big believer in Marvin Mims.
Oh, Bo.
I also put either of their quarterbacks, Zach Wilson or Bo Nix, just because who knows who's going to start. They're both equally bad. The Broncos are going to be lucky to win 3 games this season. For the Chargers, Justin Herbert, he has taken a huge cut in price, to say the least. Chargers are going to be a very good team this year. They may not be a playoff team, but they're going to be a lot better with a new head coach in Jim Harbaugh, who is one of the better coaches in the NFL, although it is his first year since 2013. Quentin Johnston and Lab McConkey. McConkey's, people have been saying he's going to be their wide receiver 1. As a rookie, Quentin Johnston is also a very good player. Had a very down year last year, but that's what happens when you have Brandon Staley running the offense. The Raiders, nobody, to be honest. Devontae Adams, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Aiden O'Connell, underrated. He's dirt cheap. I'd expect him to start eventually. I think
he's good.
I don't think they got Minshew. I don't think Minshew is going to... He's not a starter.
No.
It's not a starter. And then both of their tight ends, Michael Meyer from last year, Brock Bowers comes in this year. So, yeah. There's my list. If you have somebody different, buy them. I wouldn't buy 90% of that list anyway. Basically, I don't buy football anymore because football is boring to buy because it's QB or nothing. So, yeah. It's not worth it.
So, overrated, underrated. Todd Museum collection.
Overrated just because how damn expensive it is.
It's a beautiful product.
It's not that beautiful of a product.
I like it.
You like everything.
Not everything.
Damn near it.
No, I don't like football.
You love every baseball product.
Not every baseball product.
Name one baseball product you don't like.
Big League.
Nobody likes Big League.
Heritage.
A lot of people don't like Heritage. Them are easy. It's not that good.
I don't like 5-star. Pristine.
Transcendent.
Yeah, screw that product. CT scanner's gonna get that stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, but I think it's a little overrated just because of the price of it. But it's still cool cards. And it's definitely one of the better products of the year, except for the price. That's all I got.
That's all I have as well. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. And as always, enjoy National Trading Card Day this Saturday. Go to your local shop, get a free pack, or RBI, where they're giving out 5 free packs. Yeah. So yeah, I probably won't enjoy it, but you go ahead and enjoy it. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. And as always, keep on collecting.